This is our puppet. We call him Steve. Don't ask why. So Craig is demonstrating the movement, and Joe down here can do some goo. So we've got lines that we've plumbed in so that we can have a continuous drill, and he can even move in shot while we have this happening.
Here we've got our jaw open for biting motion. We can operate both of the lips on the xenomorph together and also independently. And then we have that iconic inner mouth that can come out fast for attacking or really slow and creepy.
Obviously, the inner mouth is a big part of this creature. That was a very hard thing for the team at Weta to get into this headpiece.
The goal, I guess, is to get as much performance as possible while trying to minimize the weight of the head, which is a really hard balance to strike with the functionality that we're trying to put in here.
Obviously, you want to keep that aesthetic, but you got to make it light, you got to make it function. But obviously, an amazing piece of kit, and we feel very lucky to be a part of it.
Listening, guys, let's talk about what the elements are happening in this rehearsal, please. Gino's doing the jump. That air cannons firing rubber glass. Okay, let's roll cameras.
Rolling! 3, 2, 1, Jesus, something's on me.
What do you mean something's on you?
I don't know.
We have a creature that we're calling the tick, which is much like a human tick, except that it's large enough to consume all the blood in your body. But it also lays its eggs in your drinking water. So you don't realize you've drank the eggs, and of course now they're growing inside of you.
I've just seen them like real skinny, and I've seen them all filled with blood. And just nasty.
The tick might even be too much for me. I find it really scary.
These giant ticks sucking the blood out of people, it's a thing of nightmares, which we're gonna give people.
We have a creature called the fly that, like a fly, digests its food on the outside. And so it vomits a kind of acid and then slurps up what's left of you. And, you know, what's special about this creature is that what it eats on its own planet is metals, alloys, minerals.
These flies don't really hurt organic beings like humans.
The fly lives off minerals. It's a bit of an issue for us in our tech lab that is basically made of metal.
It's not necessarily a threat to humanity, but if you're a synthetic creature like the hybrids, now you're a meal.
We're standing in the Maginot set based on the original Nostromo from the first Alien. We've recreated the Maginot as accurately as we can from working drawings from the 1979 sets from Disney Archives. This is recognizable to anybody who knows the series. Dallas and Sigourney Weaver's characters, seating positions. Everything around the workstation was kept to be as accurate in terms of dressing. All of the screens in Alien are old TV screens. So we got hold of contemporary cathode ray tube TVs and put them in all of the key screens in here. Whenever you're doing restricted spaces, you're very aware that the camera's going to be lingering on things for longer. So we had to look very carefully at the way details were pulled out on the original and recreate what they were. Designing spaceships, any space you have will be connected to a corridor that connects to another space. So the corridor goes around a corner, goes to a companionway, so you've always got a sense of the space carrying on. We are now standing in the mechanical corridor, again, very much based on the design of the Nostromo corridors. We paid a lot of attention to the grime and the type of surface dressing. All of the connections, the wheels and the mechanical components, they were taken from 60s and 50s aircraft, they were taken from scrapyards, pieces of car, different things that don't necessarily make sense, but together it creates a feeling. In the original film, it very much matched what the alien felt like and looked like, and some of the notes and the colours and the tones. In a sense, the ship is the creature. We're walking into Mother, the main computer on the Nostromo, and also the main computer in the Maginot. The Mother room in the Maginot is slightly bigger. So we mainly took exactly as many of the designs from the comms room in the Nostromo as we could and just extended the space. This is the comms chair, recreated as accurately as we could, and key to that was the type of keyboard that we used. There were no original keyboards of the same type, so we had to make up our own one from keycaps of the same type, and then we had to 3D print some. Just like in the Nostromo, the computer station swings round to face the monitor. It was nice to be pushed to develop these kind of details because it's a lot of extra work. Once you start going to 3 dimensions with a seat like this, you don't always see it. Because it's a low room, you see little details like having all of the lights that are on the walls here continuing up here. It's just an amazing thing to look at and be able to recreate.
I am Morrow. This is my cyborg arm. It's attached to the base of my brain so that there's constant communication. I can do what I want with it. See that? It's really just a glove right now, but let's pretend.
Just like here.
So this is the eye image that gets into my eye. And so I've been brought to these amazing people who have been creating this monster on my face. They took about 30 minutes. Just locked down in the meditation and let it happen. I think it highlights me quite a bit, don't you? It really brings out my other eye.
And homage to the people that a little way.
Terrifying to get there, and in about 10 minutes I was just giddy.
That was incredible. Overwhelming.
I cried on the first day.
Well, seeing all the goodies, it was pretty fun. Going to work and reliving your childhood at the same time, it's kind of nice.
Very funny.
Nerve-wracking.
Covered in lube, he turns out to be like the perfect real-world equivalent of alien goop. Yeah, that was day one for me.
But we walked on to the most incredible sets.
Yeah, I got to walk onto the set of the Maginot, which is almost identical to the set of the Nostromo.
I realized this is real. I'm actually doing Alien.
Just a massive amount of love went into those sets. To use a British term, it was gobsmacking.
200 extras and smoke and debris. You know, I knew right away that we were making something big because we were literally making something big.
I'm playing Smee. He's one of the synths. He's also got the consciousness of a 10-year-old child. It was a very interesting experience to walk on set every day and be like, what would a 10-year-old do?